Hey, it's Rick Kettner here. Let's go over 7 of the fastest ways to get more customers or attract more clients. And at the end of this video, we'll cover a bonus strategy that's very effective for businesses that already have some traction. This video is a follow-up to my last one that covered 33 unique ways to get more customers. The goal of this video is to focus on the 7 fastest methods so you can get results quicker. And of course, if you're interested in learning more about how to build and grow your business, I recommend that you subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. That way, you won't miss out on future videos. But for now, let's get into the list. We've got paid strategies, organic strategies, and social strategies. We'll cover them in no particular order, starting with search advertising. This is one of the single most effective forms of paid advertising. It involves displaying ads in search engines like Google to reach people that are searching for products, services, or topics that relate to your business. What makes this so powerful is the timing. You're able to reach people right when they're most interested in solving a problem. Now, people don't always search directly for a product, so it's important to do research to find out all of the keywords and phrases that relate to your solution. For example, someone might search for how to play the guitar instead of a product-related phrase like online video guitar lessons. So it's important to do research to discover all the keywords and phrases that might indicate that someone is interested in what you offer. If there are enough phrases and there's enough search volume on those phrases, this may be the single best opportunity you have for getting in front of prospects in a consistent and predictable way. Next on the list is social advertising. This is another straightforward and obvious choice for many businesses. You can advertise on social networks like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And the power here is to reach customers based on demographic data, including age, gender, interests, and location. So if your product isn't a natural fit for search advertising, or even if it is, this is another really great way to reach potential customers. And unlike search, you can target people based on their relationship to your existing fans or your existing customers, making this a really powerful method. The only challenge here is that you do need to identify your target audience, and you need the ability to create simple and compelling ads that attract their attention. But as with search advertising, this is another paid approach that, in my opinion, is worth mastering, especially if you have a clearly defined audience. Next up is content partnerships. A traditional approach to content marketing can take weeks, months, or even years to build momentum. It involves creating original content like articles, videos, or podcasts, and then slowly building an audience over time. So the idea here is to shortcut that process by creating great content for existing audiences. For example, let's say that you sell guitar strings online. Instead of starting a blog or starting a YouTube channel, step 1 for this approach would be to identify an established audience that you'd like to reach with your brand. A popular online blog, a successful YouTube channel, or maybe a well-connected influencer. Step 2 would be to brainstorm relevant content ideas that would create value for their audience and relate back to your brand in a natural and authentic way. Maybe something like the ultimate step-by-step guide to changing strings, or how to set up and tune a brand new guitar. Step 3 is to offer to produce the content for them completely for free. All you ask in return is that the finished content be co-branded or that your business is referenced in a natural and authentic way. Something like created in partnership with ABC Guitar Strings. Now, with this approach, it's important to understand that they are providing the most value. They have the audience and they can accept or reject your content. So you need to be prepared to go the extra mile to create truly exceptional content. Done right, this approach can create fast results and promote your brand over time. Okay, next on the list is content sponsorships. This is an alternative approach to the last strategy. Rather than doing all the work to come up with ideas and to create original, high-quality content, you can simply sponsor existing content. This involves looking for articles, videos, and podcasts that are already doing well and then paying for exposure alongside them. Now, the obvious benefit here is saving both time and energy. You don't have to take a risk by creating anything original that might not work out. Instead, you can put 100% of your money towards attracting customers from content that is already working. Of course, the drawback is that you have to pay for this exposure, and depending on the situation, you may have to continue to pay to keep the sponsorship in place over time. So it all comes down to how you want to spend your time energy, and money. You can simply pay to get in front of successful content, or you can invest time and energy into forming content partnerships. Either way, if you're enjoying the list so far and want to see more content like this in the future, please click the like button here on YouTube to let me know. Next on the list is viral content. This one might be a little controversial, as many people strongly believe that viral success comes down to luck, or at very least, that success can't be predicted in advance. But there's more to this than just luck, and most important of all, you don't need tens of millions of views to make this strategy worthwhile. You can create something that just goes viral within your target market. That might mean 5,000 views or 10,000 views, or if things go exceptionally well, even 100,000 views. Not necessarily enough to be considered a viral sensation by most people's standards, but more than enough to draw a lot of attention to your business. So the idea here is to create content that is designed to be highly shareable. And when it comes to pulling this off, I recommend that you read Contagious by Jonah Berger. It covers the 6 principles of contagiousness that can help you make a product, brand, or idea, or in this case, content that is more shareable and thus more likely to spread. Entire brands have been built off the back of viral campaigns. Dollar Shave Club is a great example, and while luck is certainly involved in reaching tens of millions of people, just remember your business can benefit greatly by simply reaching a few thousand people in your target market. Next on the list is media coverage. This is another approach that's based on leveraging existing audiences. In this case, the goal is to attract attention from media sites, industry publications, or even the mainstream media. I recommend this approach if there's anything remarkable, surprising, or unique about what you do. And that's because in many ways, media companies rely on the same basic principles behind virality. They want content that attracts attention and is highly shareable because they rely on traffic to keep their business running. So this is another great reason to read Contagious by Jonah Berger. You want to craft a story or message that's based on one or more of the 6 principles of contagiousness so that it's engaging and more likely to perform well for anyone that covers it. Now, don't expect to get coverage from the biggest media outlets right off the start. Instead, I recommend that you follow Ryan Holiday's approach of trading up the chain. Start with small media sites that are eager for new stories and then leverage that early coverage to get the attention of larger and larger outlets over time. This allows you to build steady momentum as you refine your message and make it more contagious. Okay, last on the list before we get to the bonus strategy is influencer campaigns. This is yet another way to capitalize on existing audiences. This time around, the idea is to work with an influencer to promote your product or service. This can be in the form of a paid endorsement, or it can be in the form of a product collaboration. Maybe you make a special edition of your product just for their audience, or you might consider working more closely with them to create an entirely new solution based on their feedback. One reason this approach is so powerful is that influencers often have more than just the attention of their audience. They've often developed a strong bond of trust as well. So if they choose to endorse your product or service, that trust is naturally transferred to your brand, making it significantly more likely that their followers will be interested in doing business with you. Okay, next up, the bonus strategy, audience retargeting. This is a powerful method for getting more value from existing traffic. I didn't want to include it in the official list because it does assume that you already have people visiting your website. And while this video is all about getting more customers, I do understand that you may be watching this video just to get your very first customers. And if that is the case, this strategy is not the best place to start. But if you do already have people visiting your website and you just want more of them to be customers, audience retargeting is a great way to follow up with people that are already interested in your brand. The basic idea is that you can add code to your website to track new visitors. And then you can work with companies like Google and Facebook to re-engage with these people through paid advertising, either across Google's ad network or on platforms like Facebook or Instagram. This allows you to advertise to people that visited your blog, viewed a specific product page, or you can even get more specific and only target those that viewed a certain number of pages. It's a very powerful way to reconnect with people that might otherwise never return. So if you have prospects and customers already engaging with your website, I highly recommend that you explore audience retargeting as another powerful way to grow your business. Anyway, That's the list. You can get more customers using search advertising, social advertising, content partnerships, content sponsorships, viral content, media coverage, influencer campaigns, and audience retargeting. If you have any questions or if you'd like a more detailed video on any of these strategies, please let me know in the comment section below. And if you want to learn more about how to build and grow your business, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube and turn on notifications to get an alert when new videos are published in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.